Sitting around the table eating a meal is a big part of the holidays and an expensive one, especially these days, right? Everything is so expensive. This morning we have ways to feed the whole family for right around $50. Joining me this morning is Chef Stephen Harden with Escoffier Culinary School. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you for having me.
Chef, thank you. It smells so good right now, and so everything's so expensive. What are some tips that you have for people to save a little bit of money when they're hosting for a lot of people?
Really, honestly, what we can do is basically leverage the internet because so many ideas are out there. And many home cooks and hosts for large parties, they get really intimidated. But you want to think about overall volume. But you can also think, my grandma did it. This is basically a meal that I grew up with on Christmas Eve when we would host. So very simple tips are think in terms of volume. A lot of the meals that we have from the South as well are based on lower cost and larger volume of guests.
Yeah. Think about what you have in your pantry too. You know, if you can start incorporating that, that might help you out with some of the cost as well.
Exactly. This entire meal that I put together, it cost about a little over $53 out of pocket that day. However, I didn't use all the milk. I didn't use all of the eggs.
Right.
So we can back that cost out. And I got everything that we're seeing here. It was about $49. It was close. $49 and about 67 cents.
But it's true, if you didn't use all the eggs or all the milk, that goes to another meal, so it doesn't count towards this meal. So what did you bring today?
So we have a pork red chili, baked mac and cheese, green chili.
My diary here,
right?
then?
Well, with pork, I couldn't leave the green chilies out, so we did a green chili, cornbread, and these are mini cherry pies. Every single item except the powdered sugar came from a local grocery store, and it just took a little bit of time.
How did you make those cherry pie crusts?
Oh, it's my secret's deceptively simple. I bought them.
Like that already?
As is, yes.
Oh
well,
my gosh,
I did have to bake them in muffin tin, and then they
But they're already
turned
cut
into
like
cups,
that and
but they
everything?
were already actually cut very small.
Wow, this looks delicious.
So we're gonna turn these into little sort of cherry donut style. And I decided on going with the dessert option instead of a vegetable option. I'm sure
I'm not sad about
when we
it.
had to balance, right?
Not sad about it at all.
Maybe even two. Let's say this is Dad's plate. And then our chili.
Look how much, and that's a lot of meat that's in there. So the fact that you were able to get all of this for right around $50, it's impressive.
Yep, super, super simple.
And how many can this feed, do you think?
This was 15.
15 people? Wow. Okay, so I just told you I was hosting for Thanksgiving. I hosted for 17 people, way more expensive than
Exactly,
that.
yep.
Okay, so this is great. What kind of meat did you say you put in here?
This is just a bone-out pork shoulder.
Okay.
So I bought as is, and I went bone-out to save the money on the bone weight.
Right.
There's a slight premium because of the labor that goes into that, but as a net, it was a little bit less expensive.
You get more meat for the money.
Exactly
I love
right.
that. And this is some of your traditional foods that you said you have on Christmas Eve.
Yes,
I can see
chili was
why.
a staple for us on Christmas Eve.
Well, it smells amazing. Thank you so much. Everyone's looking at ways to save money right now. And everyone cooks for a lot of people at this time of year, so really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming in.